How do we know if it's streaming if we're just staring at each other?
It says we're live.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Nick.
I'm Jill, and we're HipStrings.
Do you want to do the intro?
Sure. This is the Base12 Spinalong. It is day A.
Yeah. And in case you're confused, that's okay.
Because apparently I was confused too while playing Fiber Key together.
Yeah.
The Fiber Key says something else is today, but
It's
today
wrong.
it's wrong. Today is complex, which is another hard hand-carded bat. So complex is a little different for everybody.
And I did that one already.
And you've already done complex.
Yeah. And this is the only one, as you said yesterday, that only has what, 10
does not have
fibers?
It doesn't have 12 different fibers in it.
Okay. And I only have 3 more baggies in my big bag, so I'm not feeling that I'm gonna be super lucky and hit that with my die roll. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try 2 or 3 times. Let's see what happens. Okay. Nope, already did that one.
So you're looking for a 10, 11, or 12.
That was on an edge. Okay, not that one. And not that one. All right, so instead, I'm just gonna stick my hand in the bag if I can find the hole. I pick a random bag. Oh, that was the worst one I could have picked.
It's tomorrow.
You're not supposed to tell them.
Don't look at next wheel.
Yeah, just like stick a piece of paper like on the bottom
A post-it
section
note
of your iPad or
Put a
display.
post-it note over
that's
next
gorgeous.
wheel. And his hands. And his lap.
I mean, just go ahead and cover my face. Just this whole side. I'm not going to be too entertaining today. I am in the midst of fighting off a migraine. I think I'm winning, but
Is this the first day of vacation migraine?
maybe. I don't know. It's the upcoming Christmas migraine.
Yeah.
I don't know. All sorts of things. Wonderful things. And away we go.
I really like how your progression is going and how
It's really good.
I'm trying to think what you have left, and I think it's going to end well.
Yeah. Now the big question is how it's gonna ply.
I think you should chain ply if you're going to do a yoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what your weight's like, but if you want to do like a DK weight sweater, you might need a chain ply, given how thin you've been spinning.
That is fair. And I do want to address the elephant in the room of your sweater.
Yeah.
So you didn't knit it yourself.
I did not.
But it is awesome. So, and it does in fact say, I drink and I know things.
Not I drink things.
Or I drink and I know. Although all 3 of those phrases would be accurate and awesome. Kathleen says, I got the first day of vacation migraines too, and they suck. Hope you win against it soon. Thank you. I as Jill has aptly been known to phrase, kill it with fire, and I've done my almost my full
over-the-counter
regime.
meds, prescription meds, nap.
Yeah.
Grapefruit, seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed. It's got to be that salted, dried seaweed stuff. Snack packs, along with grapefruit juice. That's a nice 1-2 punch, and then you combine that with some ibuprofen and maybe a bit of Max salt, and that tends to cure almost every migraine I have. This one's being a little bit more stubborn, but we'll see it through.
Mm-hmm. I've got a little blue lips on mine.
Lips. Blue lips. This is quite the beautiful color. Has some of that iridescence we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so this is, I think, the second year in a row that we've had some little bit of a kerfuffle with our numbering.
Yeah.
So
Last year
hopefully,
they got hung in the wrong order.
hopefully you can excuse us for making our mistakes, and we'll excuse you. Um, this is why I like rolling the die, because then I don't have to worry about it until there's only 3 numbers I have to worry about. I guess there's only 3 numbers you have to worry about too. I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. I just like rolling dice. When I was younger, I would just roll dice for the fun of it.
So yeah, so on the fiber key, day A is actually is number 10. And then day,
You have it just shifted, right?
yeah, it's shifted.
So if you were to swap, or not even swap, is it swap? Now I'm confusing myself. Haha, we should figure that out. Anyways, you know
What's
what?
listed as B is day B. It's just A and
Okay.
10 are swapped.
Okay, there you go. That makes it easy.
I think.
Well, it doesn't matter until they go to the end anyway.
Yeah.
So you can verify it and check back tomorrow. Because either they've spoiled it for themselves anyway.
Yes. Because I
Or
figured this out because people spoiled it for themselves. And somebody was like, but that color is blue. And this fiber is not blue. And I'm like, yeah, that's not supposed to be a blue fiber tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, new colorway packet concept. Wrong color names only. So you'll have like a really bright blue and call it like bear brown.
Teddy bear.
Yeah.
Box of chocolates.
Yes.
I like this idea.
Excellent.
I'm going to start putting up random colorways up on Instagram and ask people for wrong colorway names only.
Uh, with your bats, you can definitely do a
Yeah.
wide variety of those. Oh, this is drafting so nicely. Oh, you know what it might be? I'm
What?
not wearing a band-aid on my left hand or my right
Oh,
hand
is that
anymore.
thumb better enough?
It's good enough now, yeah.
You don't have to wear a Band-Aid?
I no longer, I mean, the injury is no longer weeping
You're
or
not
bleeding.
dripping on the floor.
Well, I don't think I was dripping on the floor previously. Maybe, I don't know. But yes. Now this one's drafting really nicely, so you guys have great things to look forward to tomorrow.
I'm having a, this fiber needs lots of twist and this wheel doesn't, isn't fast enough
Oh,
for
really?
it problem, yeah. So you might win tonight because I'm having to draft really slowly.
Excellent. So, kids are finally
On winter break.
on winter break, which is exciting. And we were originally going to go see a movie today, and for whatever reason, all the theaters were packed. So we're going to do it tomorrow. I don't know what was special about today that everybody was so packed, but
Yeah. I guess lots of people are just using their vacation.
yeah, maybe. Okay, so Dave says, so on the card, A should be 10, B should be A, and 10 should be B. May have had to look to figure out why A wasn't the correct color.
Yeah. So
it
I
is a shift.
think what's listed as 10,
Careful, don't spoil. I mean, more than you already have.
So what's listed as 10 you need to put as at the end. Or no, what's listed as A is actually 10.
Okay, so it's not what Dave wrote.
No.
It is just swapping A and 10.
And no, then what is listed as a...
We're gonna spend the entire podcast breaking your brain.
Yeah,
trying to remember this.
Like, I still haven't looked up the fiber key because I haven't been at my
You don't want to
laptop.
spoil it for yourself.
I haven't been at my laptop to check. It's hurting my brain. My brain is tired.
We'll put it in the comments section.
Yeah.
Or the description of this after the video. So.
But today is complex.
What an aptly named fiber for the situation.
Yes.
We were, before the video started, we were noting, for whatever reason, there's a lot of good things coming out, movie or video-wise, that I'm conflicted, because on the one hand, I'm excited that all these things are coming out. On the other hand, just stop, guys. Like, I need to... I need to be able to consume this stuff. I can't...
Book of Boba Fett's coming out next week.
Oh my god, no. Okay, so there's Book of Boba Fett. There is Witcher. There is Spider-Man. There is
Matrix.
there's Matrix coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's we still haven't even gotten to watch Zoe's. I mean, come on, guys. Like,
yeah. Oh well, I forget how many episodes are in this season of Witcher.
Yeah.
So
we should figure that out. Maybe we might need to restrict ourselves to a... Oh, and there's Archer dude, Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah. Good news is, from Dave, the fiber in the bag is right. It's just the names and the key that are wrong.
Yeah. Do you know I strung things properly?
We'll get it right one year. Was it fourth
Never.
time's the charm? That's the saying?
Something like that. No, I did it right the first year. No, I wasn't responsible for the mess up last year. But now I work by myself, so I'm responsible for everything. No more scapegoats.
Every time I think of scapegoats, I think of, like, a goat that you use to escape an airplane. And I don't know why.
I think of goat served with scapes. So it just makes me hungry.
Oh, wow. That sounds delicious.
It does, doesn't it? Goat and scapes would go well together.
Yeah, they would. But that's just a scapegoat, not an e-scapegoat. I guess an e-scapegoat would be a picture of goat with scapes? A digital picture?
No, I can also see an escaping goat.
What about a goat that's escaping with scapes? It's stolen your scapes. It's escaping right now. On an e-bike. Oh, that's like the buffalo that we were talking about.
Yeah, make sure you get your right number of buffaloes.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just wrong. I do enjoy stripping in public, apparently.
Well, on camera.
Stripping on camera, that's right, not in public. I don't know. Given the opportunity to do this in public, I might. What is wrong with
Well, I mean, like, I think Knit in Public Day is usually on your birthday.
That's right. Yeah. Which we haven't done that for a while.
No, I haven't. There's been this thing going on.
This pandemic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love. No, I don't want to belabor the point at all, but I absolutely love the whiplash I'm getting from the different news sources of this is going to be worse than 2020, and it's actually not going to be that bad, and then it's going to be worse than 2020 again.
I've just stopped listening to all of it for now.
You know, we're not traveling. We found some movie times that are relatively empty, and we're all vaccinated. So what will happen?
And the
Will
adults
happen.
are boosted.
Yep.
So.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yep.
People are here to escape.
Fiber.
Scapegoats.
Yep. We're all
I guess it is a scapegoat, not an e-scapegoat. Damn. I completely ruined the jokes before. I'm sorry. I blame the migraine. I'm a little slow now.
No, my drafting is slow, so you're gonna have to find a lot of things to talk about tonight. We're gonna be here for a while.
I have achieved half of the wearing all the knit things. Goal.
Yeah, because you've got a hand knit shirt.
Hand knit shirt and a sweater.
No pants.
No knit pants yet. And then knit underwear. I'm gonna do that too.
Well,
I don't know if I could handle knit pants.
I'm down
too floppy.
to the toe decreases for the socks I was talking about for you.
Yeah.
And the quilt top is a couple seams away from being pieced, and then I just need to sandwich it and do the ties, which will take about a day, and then bind it, which will take about a day.
Okay.
So
you're cutting it close.
Yes, I am.
Like usual. It would not be crafting for Christmas if we didn't cut it close. I've already given up on getting a gift to my brother in time that I was working on. So, in the very unlikely event that my brother is watching, I am so very sorry. You'll get a picture on Christmas about the thing that's in the mail.
If it's in the mail by then.
It'll be in the mail by then. That I can do.
Yeah. And we'll see if I, how close I am on Chris's sweater. Depends how many movies we watch.
Well, we got a lot of Christmas specials to watch.
And we exchange family gifts on Christmas Eve, so.
Yeah. You just change the tradition for 1 year and just be like, well, your gifts aren't ready, kids, so you're going to have to wait.
I don't think they're going to buy
12 hours. No?
They're like, we can open the rest.
You have to have the full effect. Hope everybody else is not just petering out by this point.
It's a solstice. We're all a little bit low on vitamin D.
There we go. Happy solstice, everyone.
The days start getting longer again. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere.
Well, isn't it? No, yeah.
It's summer solstice there.
Solstice there. Yeah, sorry. I think you were saying it at the pole. At which point I was gonna be like, isn't it still getting longer then? But no. Have you asked Sam how they've been impacted by the day length in Scotland?
It is noticeable shorter than here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more that it just never really gets bright.
Wow. I'm sure she is happy to be back right now.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah.
So.
So spinning.
I am chugging through this.
Did you strip?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was talking about stripping on TV, on camera, remember?
A little tired.
Am I the one with the migraine, or are you?
At least I don't have to well, okay, I don't get up at when the rest of the household wakes, but I don't have to start getting disrupted as early as normal tomorrow.
Yeah, I am.
Though I do have to get up and get some work done before we have fun.
Yep.
People might want packages.
It's not getting there by Christmas anymore.
No,
so.
it's not.
All right. I think I used up all of my conversation topics already. You're not. Our witty banter is failing.
Oh,
You okay?
my arm's not happy with me.
Uh-oh. All right. So, since we're getting close to the end, do you have any? We talked about the Bat Club for the new year. Any other plans for the new year? Any other wishes or long-term plans for?
The same thing I do every year, which is try to corral the stash into where it belongs. And to dye more stuff and make more bats.
So you want to, I mean, to make it a little bit less glib, you're going to be continuing to focus on more bats, right? Getting the bats
and hand dyed and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Less of the
less of the mill
commercial
blends.
mill.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Though I do have a new collection that's going to be based on sweets. But I have to wait until I clear out a collection. So, the sooner you guys make the unicorns disappear or the Pittsburgh blends disappear, the sooner new blends will arrive.
Well, and so note that we're not getting rid of all of the unicorn fibers, right? Is that what you're saying? There's some unicorn fibers that are going to stick around. It's just that the full collection packets
Yeah.
are going to
Like, the
disappear.
unicorns are already down to only 5 instead of 6.
Okay.
And new collections are only going to be 5 instead of 6.
Okay.
And that's just a storage issue. The storage I have for things is in multiples of 5, not 6. I used to have a setup that I could put something on top for 6, and I don't have that that's not how I have things organized anymore. So.
Okay. So you got the sweets, you've got the Bat Club. Any tools that you're wishing to design or produce?
We're working on a super fine control card. We gotta put some tweaks on that.
So I could talk a little bit about that, right? So with the control cards that we have right now, which I'm going to use mine to demonstrate. Oh, come on, stop. I got to go in a little bit. Sorry, there you go. It's easy to just lay it in the groove and figure out what
get an approximation.
What your reps per inch is to get an approximation. But the problem is when you get super fine, which is what, less than 60
64.
reps per inch?
Yeah.
Higher number, thinner fiber.
It starts to get harder to tell them apart.
Well, not only
naked eye.
It gets it starts getting below the resolution of our laser.
Yeah.
So we have a new version that is going to do a form of wrapping per inch, right? You have to do a
Yeah.
certain number of wraps, but it's not the full
Not have to wrap a full inch.
inch
So if
of,
you're spinning 100 wraps per inch.
you don't have to wrap 100 times.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got our of course our typical artistic tweaks on it.
Yeah.
To make it not only functional but also beautiful.
I have a lot of stitch markers that I need to photograph and put up.
Yeah, that was something new for this year. That was sort of unexpected.
Been long planned and not acted upon.
Yeah. Well,
but these are really my favorite stitch markers because they're no snag. They're a closed loop for what actually goes on the needle, and then a small acrylic charm. And some are decorative, and some are utilitarian. And I just made...
elaborate on that some.
So I have one that's to help you count for, like, I use it for long cast-ons, so it's multiples of 10.
It has actual numbers on it.
Yeah. And I actually just cut some to do 0 through 9 too.
Nice.
And I'll have those also as with the lobster claws, so that you can use them to track decreases or increases. Lobster
claws meaning?
They have, like, you can open. They're not a closed loop.
Oh, okay.
They're like a tiny carabiner.
Tiny carabiner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the bulb pins.
Yeah, but I don't like using bulb pins as stitch markers.
Okay.
They don't sit right where the charm likes to fall. I've got opinions on stitch markers, guys.
That's why we make this stuff.
And I refuse to sell things I don't like using. So, I want to actually do some weaving this year. Like, I finished some bath sheets, which I started in 2020. But I have several naked looms in the house right now, and I would like to get that fixed. So, I think after Christmas, I'm gonna cut down the work days a little bit so I have some dedicated craft days.
Yeah, we need something in order to expand our portfolio.
No, I just need to get things done.
Well, no, but I mean, like, part of the reason of crafting is so that we know what...
Yeah, it's like I one of the things I acquired this year was a band loom, because I really want to learn more about weaving bands, and I know there's a whole bunch of tools and things like heddles and stuff that are used specifically for that, but I don't want to work on making things that I don't know how to use. So I've got to learn how I would use those tools.
Exactly. Oh, do I want to split this further?
Yeah. So, and I've got like a sectional beam for one of my floor looms that I bought over a year ago, and I haven't put on the loom yet. So that's another thing I need to...
We'll help you get that done.
Yeah.
I forgot to pet my fiber.
Oh, that's definitely the best. You do have it in the right way.
Yep.
So you're already on your second strip? Do you only have 2 strips?
I'm on my 3rd strip of 4.
Oh, well, yeah, you're definitely beating me tonight. Winning, finishing first.
It's okay, Jill. We won't change millennia of misogynistic...
English needs more words.
I don't think so.
Or we need to use more words.
English needs better words.
They need to have consistent use.
Yeah. Speaking of needing more words, we need more words in our comments.
Yeah. Oh, I think I might be getting your headache.
Oh no, it's contagious.
Well, our weather's been really weird.
Yeah.
It's
What is
been,
the weather like tomorrow?
I think it's dropping like 10 degrees.
That'll do it.
I'm not fond of becoming a human barometer.
Worst superpower
But I can
ever.
tell you when a cold front's coming in.
No, you can have a migraine and then afterwards realize that the cold front is what caused it.
Yeah.
I always think about the lady from Star Wars Episode 1. Oh, my bones are aching, Annie. Storm's coming. Better get
Yeah.
inside.
Oh, now you just know how people predicted the weather before. The Weather Channel. They knew somebody.
Yeah.
And probably called them a witch.
Now I'm actually wondering if that old lady was Force Adept.
Mm. So are people with migraines Force Adept?
Oh yeah, of course.
Are you only saying this because you have migraines?
Yes. And I want to be special. Come on, there's got to be some upside to this crappy superpower.
I do agree that it is a crappy superpower.
Other dumb human tricks. The people who have a chew.
Oh yeah, I have
Like,
that.
you have it. Christopher has it. Christopher's really proud of having it. For those of you that don't know, it is the condition wherein when you go from a dark room to a light condition, like going outside, and you sneeze. It is officially called a chew.
Yeah. And it's another one of those dumb superpowers.
Yeah. It's more like a brain short circuit as far as I'm concerned, but
Can't process, must sneeze. Can't just close my eyes to adjust exposure instead.
yeah. I know. Don't you do
You
that.
took a nap.
That is true. It was a short one.
Still a nap.
Yeah.
You were still briefly unconscious. I am jealous.
Well, finish that spinning and then you can go unconscious. Not at all
That doesn't sound...
abusive statement. What were you going to say? That doesn't sound
I'm
what?
starting to feel like the Norwegian television show of like watching people knit.
Yeah. I mean, that is what our podcast is, except not knitting, it's spinning. But, you know.
And you can't even see our hands that well.
Well, that's on purpose, right?
Well, not see your hands. I can show off my hands.
You know what I feel like we should do? If we had enough bandwidth, we should have 2 separate streams. One that is a spoiler-free stream, and one that is a spoiled stream.
That would be possibly noteworthy if there were more than 2 people watching us.
Oh. By the way, Kathleen says, I get hiccups for quick air pressure increases, like planes landing. Oh, that's awesome.
That's interesting.
I'm
That's
jealous.
much better than my hiccups because of eating rice. Superpower.
Yeah, I think we reviewed this before, but in case you missed out on that, I can't have hiccups, and Jill gets hiccups when eating rice.
Or ground beef, or too much lean protein.
But you didn't get any hiccups from having tacos today, eh?
That's not lean protein.
But it's ground beef. You said ground beef.
It's ground beef by itself.
Oh, okay.
if I eat nothing but ground beef.
Gotcha. That's weird.
Yeah, and it's rice by itself.
Okay.
And it's usually cold ground beef. Don't ask me why I know this.
I was gonna say, like, and yet you like larb,
I love larb.
which is basically cold ground beef on
But it's not gold.
lettuce.
It's not beef. It's usually pork or,
Or chicken.
poultry.
Yeah. But now I'm really confused as to how your esophagus knows the difference between
But like
ground
your
beef
grilled
and ground
chicken
pork.
strips that you like eating,
Yeah.
if I have those cold, I'll get hiccups if I eat just them.
That's hilarious. By the way, Dave says, I think it has a more official name than Achu. I have it too. I'm sure there's a more official name, but if you
The acronym for the official name is HIPStrings.
is it really
Really?
the full acronym?
Yes.
I didn't realize it was an acronym.
Yes, HIPStrings is an acronym.
Huh. It's like I wouldn't realize that laser was an acronym.
Yeah. I mean, I really, really like this bat. It's just slow.
Because of your wheel.
Yeah. I guess I could spin faster.
I believe that is one bet that you beat me on as well. I spun it. It took me a while to spin it all up. So it is.
Well, if I increase my tempo, I can do better. My calves are going to appreciate me.
Okay, yeah, that's the right way.
In the morning.
I am totally always going to be petting my fiber now.
You even learned something.
I did. I always learn something doing these podcasts.
Live streams.
Yes. Dave says a condition known as photic sneeze reflex, or the ACHU, autosomal dominant compulsive helio-ophthalmic outbursts of sneezing syndrome, as it's also called. There you go, Dave. See, you can Google while we're doing this. We can't.
Not yet.
I mean, I guess we could. We do have a Google
somewhere
home that might be in audible range.
Why did I not think of just speed up your tread length?
I thought there was a reason for it. I don't know. I was going to suggest it, but then I assumed there was a reason you didn't want to spin faster. Is that going better now?
Yeah, my calves are going to not be happy.
Thank you in the morning.
Thank
They're
me.
Thank you, yes.
Yes. This is like almost double my usual speed for treadling. It is not my usual pattern.
Well, it's a good exercise, maybe?
Maybe.
It's going to be like when I was in high school and I went to a concert and I just bounced the entire time. Couldn't walk for a week, but man, my calves got beefy.
I don't need my calves to get beefy. I won't fit my boots.
Yeah. Well, then just slow down and let me win.
No, you're already going to win. What, you're on like strip 4 now?
Yep.
Yeah, of 4?
Yep.
And I haven't even made it to my second strip
Yep.
of 2.
Yep.
I'm gonna like send you upstairs for grapes.
You know what we should do?
What?
Wait, we've got grapes?
No, we don't.
Well, that's going to be a pretty far upstairs to get the grapes.
It might take me that long to finish spinning this.
Okay. I'll go to, what is it? Switzerland?
No.
Scandinavia?
Finland.
Finland, there we go.
Can't ever even remember the imaginary
because it doesn't
country.
actually exist. Go
find yourself some birds.
I can't even remember what we were talking about now. Short-term memory loss. What about birds?
They're all in Finland.
What?
That's where they put all the birds when they replace them.
Oh, when they replace them all with government machines?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a bonus dad joke I can tell you now because that reminded me.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
bonus dad joke.
Yeah, since, for the, there's 3 people now, for the 3 people that are here. So, I wasn't actually doing this because I know it's an exercise in futility, well, for the most part, but let's just, for the sake of argument, say I was arguing with a flat earther, and he said he would walk to the ends of the earth to prove me wrong. I'm sure he'll come around eventually.
That is a good conspiracy theory dad joke.
Yep.
So I know I've been commenting on clothing that is very acceptable for fiber.
Yeah.
One of the best things is tweed skirts.
Because you can't tell when the
Because
extra is
it's
fibers.
camouflage.
There you go.
I was covered in sewing threads before sitting down.
If you can't prevent it from happening, just make sure it's hidden.
Yeah.
It's like
People will just think it's little tweedy nubs.
It's brilliant. I love it. It's like our philosophy for when we do our kitchen replacement. We don't want a floor that is our current kitchen floor is bright white tile. So you drop anything on there and it looks like you just had a
You mop
war.
it and it looks like it needs to be mopped again.
Well, that just makes it sound like I mop badly.
No, it's just white tile.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why, like, the baseboards for all of our cabinets are worn through, like, through the laminate.
Yeah. Meredith is done, by the way. And Dave didn't bring a wheel, so he'll be doing the rest after New Year. Why don't you just do it on a spindle, Dave? Come on. Be hardcore.
Find a pencil.
Cut a slice of potato, dry it out, put that at the end of the pencil.
Find an AOL CD and a dowel and a cup hook.
There you go. You can do this. This is like when I was knitting with chopsticks because I just desperately wanted to knit something. I don't remember what was the reason I needed to knit something, but there was some reason I needed to
speed up again.
Something.
It's relaxing. Be here till midnight.
I'm going to take this time to check my gauge. Oh my god, I have gotten way too damn thin. Alright. I thought I was getting a little bit too thick, but no, I'm going the wrong way. So that'll be one of the reasons not to chain ply, is because then when I change fibers, it's going to change my weight.
Yeah. I don't think you're that far off that it's going to make that big of a difference.
I'm going to have the most bulkiest, warbliest yoke
You are not.
of all time.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. I believe in you.
I could also wind off onto a third bobbin part of what I have. I mean, it's real handy dandy that these are all different colors. So I could do a 3-ply by winding off. Oh.
You could also pick and choose which colors to 3-ply together.
What?
Make yourself little mini skeins.
Yeah, somebody was talking about that yesterday, I think. Or the other day, let's just say.
I already spun miles and miles of this.
Why is that?
Because this was inspired by my Tour de Fleece spin.
Ah. Just checking.
You're done.
Because I'm done.
Because I'm not even halfway.
You're not even halfway?
No, as I said, you're going to have to be very entertaining
I am
for a
going to
while.
have to be very entertaining. Wow, and I did this pretty fast too. 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm getting better. It's like half the time of what we spent the first day.
Yeah.
I should go get my knitting or something. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the camera. By the way, Dave says I have some socks I'm knitting that I've been working on during the stream. Okay. Stream socks.
Yeah. So I usually do 12 days of casting on after Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that this year.
Yeah. But you are
But
doing
I
something
have
else, right?
well, I have a 12 days fiber set from somebody else that I'm looking forward to. And then I think I'm gonna try to do 12 days of focusing on whips, and try to get myself excited about my whips so that I don't cast on new things.
I'm just trying to think. There has to be some project combination that would be described as whips and chains. I guess if you have a
What?
bunch of fiber that you're working on that you have to chain
Well,
fly.
or you can either work on whips or crochet or chain ply. Those are your options.
Why the crochet? Because it's chains.
Chains.
Okay. Whips. It's whips and chains.
Whips and chains.
Euphemisms are all wonderful in our knitting hobbies.
So that might be a different type of project planning, because 12 days of casting on is project planning for the year and just getting it all started at once.
Well, the problem is that you had 12 days of casting on. That how many did you finish from last year? I mean, I can go through these bags over here and find.
Yeah,
find
you can go digging.
Yeah. There's some that is literally just a ball with like needles stuck in it.
And a note of what it's supposed to become.
Yep.
I think the top rack is whips. Second row is plans.
And the third row is empty bags.
Not my stuff.
No, I don't even think there's a third row. Never mind.
There is. Or no, there isn't. There's only 2 rails.
Yeah. Just some of the bags with longer handles than others.
Yeah.
Stephanie notes, leaving to go to my family tomorrow and decide to literally only bring one project in the hopes of actually making progress on a long, languishing whip.
I just hope your needles don't break.
Oh, God.
I know somebody who went off on vacation.
Why would you even say that?
Well, because I know somebody who went off on vacation and they only brought like one knitting project so that they would focus on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then their needle broke like the first day.
Well,
they had other like art projects. So
there's local yarn shops that can help you out.
Not where they were. They were in a resort in like the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, there needs to be local yarn shops in the resorts. I'm sorry. A resort without a yarn shop is not a resort for me. Speaking of which, we should go buy a resort in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and have our yarn
Make sure there's a yarn shop there.
Yeah, we'll get right on that. I've had situations where when I went on a long trip and decided to just visit a yarn shop and left with a project and needles and
why we have so many sock needles.
Oh, and Stephanie is saying that she's got backup notions, just one project.
Yeah.
That's a good plan. Although I'm missing my needles now. Slow down.
Maybe Sansa will bring new needles. Or, I could bring something.
You could find my needles.
Yes.
One of the downsides of cleaning up is when you put something in a very important place, so important that you can't find it anymore.
I mean, all of my needles live in one place.
Yeah, and all of my needles lived in one place too, and then you wanted
And it was mobile.
You took the bag. That's the problem.
But I moved it to another bag.
But you didn't tell me what it was. I checked every one of those, don't worry.
You absolutely sure?
Absolutely sure. Inside out.
There's no other project bags in the house.
There has to be. I love your little It's okay. We'll figure it
I
out.
don't believe you.
Thank you.
Maybe they're going and hanging out with my needles.
Are you missing needles?
No, all my needles are in one place.
Oh. Maybe they are going and hanging out with your needles.
Maybe I put them with the other needles.
That would be a very smart and important place to put them. Do you actually split that in half?
Yes!
I mean, I remember spinning this one for long, but not that long.
Didn't you do this on like the first day?
No. This is... See if I can find out from looking at the side of my bobbin. No, I can't see it. It's somewhere buried.
It would be on that bobbin.
Yeah.
So maybe it was the first day.
This is some good yarn. I am so surprised.
I'm going to make you ply your other stuff too, so that you realize that you've become a good spinner.
I'm not usually so proud of my own spinning, but this stuff's good. I'll since all of this stuff is not a surprise anymore. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I should do something like a math problem, or I don't know what. Trying to figure out something.
Count to 100 in base 12.
Do you want me to get my migraine back? Is that your goal? No. Oh, I was gonna ask where my base 12 from last year was, but I remember we kicked it up and it's upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
If only you knew where your needles were. You could start that project.
I have some needles. I just don't know if they're the right size needles. I do like everything on size 6 needles, though.
Yeah.
Like everything. It is. I don't know why that's what I tend to gravitate towards.
I seem to be doing everything on like 3s and 4s lately.
Yeah. Well, like so. What do I do for socks? I do like size 0s for socks.
Zeros
right?
for socks.
But
Now
then,
the funny thing is I grabbed a pair of needles for knitting Chris's sweater.
Yeah.
I didn't even check what size they were. I was just like, these were needles I used to knit something of approximately the same weight.
well, that's the dumb thing. Like I
Didn't even swatch.
It doesn't even matter.
It's a ribbed kids cardigan.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter the weight though. Like I fall in 6s, maybe 5s every now and then.
Yeah.
But like I fall in 6s for everything, and it for whatever reason the things that are lighter weight I want them to be more open, and things that are heavier weight I want them to be more tight, and so 6s just always fit with what I'm wanting to do.
But I did try his sleeve on his arm, so that was my swatch gauge.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't wash it.
No, but it fits.
Yeah.
And if it ends up being too big, well, he's going to grow.
Excuse me. Oh.
I mean, I did a similar thing for knitting Geb's vest. She's like, I think this'll work. This'll work. I'm fairly sure.
That's the problem.
Based on the length of me compared to Gab.
Everything I knit.
Well, Gab will get taller.
Has been way too short.
And if they get too tall for it, then it's cropped.
Gab is not going to wear a crop top. Especially not a crop sweater vest. Is that even a thing?
Yes, that is a thing.
Really?
Totally a thing nowadays.
I guess if you want the bottom parts of your shirt to show
Yeah,
off.
if you wear it with a, you know, a button down, untucked shirt.
Kathleen says, I've got basically everything on 1.5s and 6s lately. Yeah. 6 power.
I used half-size needles for like the first time with my with my shawlography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of a vision.
What?
I feel like we need to make like bumper stickers or car stickers that are so incredibly cryptic. They say something like size 6 represent. And nobody's going to know what it's like. that's tiny clothing, right?
Yeah.
People are gonna think it's something about skinny people, and then like I get out of the car, and they're like, "Why the hell is he saying size 6?"
Okay, now I'm on my second
All
strip.
right. Wow, that looks really pretty too.
It is really pretty.
With
That's
the
why I
pops of
like.
blue. I don't have any pops of blue in mine.
That's because they're complex, and they're all going to be a little bit different because of how I make them.
Yeah. Faster.
I would like to make my join.
No. Sorry. The children have been rubbing off on me in the wrong way.
Yeah.
We were Jill's being excellent and taking over dinner tonight and offering to our children, getting the vote of would they prefer chili or tacos tonight. And our youngest said chili. And our second youngest said no. They're like,
Like,
what?
that's not an option.
That's not an option. You're gonna have to eat food, and it's gonna be one of those two things. Um,
I think he ended up telling me my tacos were really good.
the tacos were really good today. We ended up on tacos.
It's Taco Tuesday.
It's
It's Taco Tuesday most Tuesdays in our household.
Well, it became a habit.
Yeah.
We during lockdown, at the beginning of the pandemic, we definitely hit one of those. Oh crap! What day of the week is it?
And we need some structure.
So we started adding structure where Tuesdays were Taco Tuesdays.
Mondays were art night.
Mondays were art night. Wednesdays was free.
Thursday was board game.
Yeah.
Friday was a movie, which we have stuck to Friday night movies.
Yeah. Did we do anything Saturday, Sunday?
No.
I think those were open. Yeah.
I mean, before pandemic, we used to do Sundays are for the soul.
Now we have no soul.
And go out and do something cultural.
Yeah. Today's Tuesday. Yes, we just said that.
Yes, because we had tacos.
Hey, I'm going to blame the migraine. I'm a little slow right now.
Like me.
I'm slow in the head. You're slow apparently in the feet. You okay?
I'm traveling faster.
Oh, and that's
My hip is not happy.
making you. I wish I could just let you use my wheel now for a while, but it doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. Nessie is yours now.
I should take a picture and post on Instagram the Nessie thing imagery.
Yeah, you don't see many of the alpaca versions of the Susie.
I'm going to do this live. I'm going to post it right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. If I remember how to do this. That plus button? No.
I mean, the UI has changed a bit. It always confuses me.
How do I do this? I press the play button?
No. Press that button.
I press the plus.
And then post.
Oh, it's post. Okay. There we go. Cool. I feel like an old man. What button do I press on this thing?
Just wait till you get into like making reels.
What?
Short videos on Instagram.
Isn't that
kind of like TikTok?
Okay.
But not TikTok.
Do you have a hashtag for Base12?
Base12 SAL.
Oh, and there's a 2021 version actually.
Oh, somebody else must have created.
Well, I'll just do both hashtags. Not baseball.
Not baseball.
That'll really confuse people. There we go. Now you can see my Nessie. No? There we go. It was asking me if I wanted to share to Facebook too.
I'm trying. I really am.
I'm just watching you.
Some of the bats are really fat this year.
Yeah. Well, you beat me handedly when I was spinning that bat. So, I mean, you won handedly. Damn it.
Violence.
So do you have any sales planned for the end of the year?
Not yet. Something.
There's going to be something?
Yeah.
You just haven't defined it yet?
Yeah. There are some things that need to go. All buoy fingering needs to go. Bulky merino needs to go. Because those are going to get discontinued, not come back.
You heard it first. Those things are going to go quickly. But apparently you have zero incentive to buy them right now. Because they're going to go on sale.
Yeah.
Something. I guess the only incentive you have is if you think you're going to be slower than somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, they're both already discounted. So,
yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So, we've been, as previously has been sort of indicated from our discussion of choice of dinner for tonight, we've also been trying to encourage the children to be more engaged with the choices of foods for traditions and things like that. And I don't know how they got it in their mind, but for Christmas dinner, they want to have a noodle buffet. All sorts of noodles.
I don't know where this came from, because we were offering fried chicken as that is a Japanese tradition.
Yes.
Is to get KFC. So we were like, we'll make you fried chicken. Because Nick makes an amazing karaage, which is Japanese style fried chicken.
And you make an amazing
and I make
American style fried chicken.
Pickle brine.
But for whatever reason, they just decided that
they like noodles a lot.
We want to have noodles, all sorts of noodles, soba noodles and ramen noodles and udon noodles, and we should just throw some pasta in there for good measure.
Yeah.
Like, all the carbs. I don't think it's been decided yet, but we did tell them if we're going to do that, we need to do some shopping.
Yeah. We can stop by the Oriental Market and get a buffet of instant ramen.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible. Just all the instant, pour the hot water.
And then give them the durian mochi for dessert.
No, I threw those away.
Are you dead?
Yeah. I had, I like eating weird foods. I like trying different things. And durian is this, it looks like a jackfruit, if you're familiar with that. It's a big spiky fruit, but there are rules in the countries where it's from that you are not allowed to eat it indoors because it's so stinky. But supposedly it's super sweet.
It's pollinated by flies.
Yeah.
Which usually means that it smells like death.
Rotting carcasses and things. Not something you want to eat, but I want to eat it. So they actually had durian at the Oriental Market the other day, and I was like, you should get some. Jill says, it's winter. There's no way we should open that inside our house. So, okay, fine. And then we found durian flavored mochi, and I'm like, okay, great. This is how I'm going to get my flavor, my introduction to durian. And brought it home, took a bite, and it tastes like trash. I mean, the mochi part was great, but it literally tasted like I was eating garbage with the gel stuff that was on the inside. It was absolutely one of those, oh my god.
Now you never have to do that again.
Now I never have to do it again. Although I imagine the fresh
No. No.
It's
No.
okay, okay. It's absolutely one of those situations, though, that's like, oh my god, this is disgusting. You have to try it.
Yeah, and then I smelled it, and I was like, no, I don't have to.
Uh,
We will find better tasting food to bring home.
yeah. I mean,
I did pick up frog legs.
yeah.
Think I can, trick the kids into thinking that's fried chicken?
Probably. But then we'll
Except the
scar
fact
them.
that I made a big deal about buying frog legs.
Completely scar them. No, I think the better way.
I didn't bring home a live frog.
That is true. They would not have let you
No.
kill it.
No.
I wouldn't have let you kill it.
No.
They were adorable. No, but I think the way that we can get at least Adrian to try it is I will focus on the fact that in Minecraft they have frogs now, and when you kill them, you can get frog legs. I don't know if that's official Minecraft or just one of the mods that he's got me playing.
Who knows?
But there are in the version of Minecraft I was playing with Adrian today. There were in fact frog legs that I was able to get. So I will try and convince him that hey, look, this is like Minecraft. Eat some frog legs. Chris would definitely do it for that. I don't know if Adrian would.
Speaking of disgusting things that we've bought that nobody wants to actually eat after trying, I found that we still have a can of Cheese Whiz in the pantry.
Yes, from Gab's tube-based birthday party.
Yeah.
Everything had
And
to
the
be
bag of
tubular.
pizza rolls that nobody will eat.
Yeah, we're slowly going through that stuff.
Feed it to friends, but we never have friends over, so.
There was Cheese Whiz, there was hot dogs, there was pizza was vaguely tubular shaped. There was
Well,
the
there's
pizza
pizza
rolls.
rolls.
What else was there? We had whipped cream.
There's whipped cream. There was Cheese Whiz.
Yeah.
Sausages, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sasa asks, have you tried black sesame mochi? One of my favorite flavors. I have not.
I've not had black sesame mochi.
I really like taro flavored things, so taro mochi is fantastic. The red bean paste is just really good too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a classic. Stephanie says black sesame mochi are delicious. I recently tried red bean ice cream mochi that was also incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, red bean ice cream just on its own is fantastic.
Yeah, I was sad that they didn't have it last time but they have tons of different flavors mochi, so I'm sure they have black sesame.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to try that. I just always assumed that, like, sesame seeds, whatever.
Yeah.
It seems so plain, so normal. When it's sitting next to durian, like that's ooh.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely we'll have to try it. The first time I ever had red bean ice cream was actually when I visited Japan, and again, it triggered one of those things in my mind that's like, oh, this has got to be terrible. I have to try it, and it was fantastic. It is. You got to be careful that you don't get one that's like too grainy, because I've had ones that are
Freezer
really,
burn is not good.
yeah. But having a little bit of texture is good. It's just don't expect it to be as milky as like the most milky smooth vanilla you've had. It's gonna have some texture to it. Stephanie is emphasizing sesame-based desserts 10 out of 10.
Good to know. I've had a craving lately for poppy seed. I haven't had lemon poppy seed stuff in forever, and I loved that growing up.
Well, you've been avoiding it because of your nickel allergy.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to eat seeds.
Yeah.
Some things are worth having to pop a Benadryl.
Like sushi.
Like sushi. That's not nickel, that's heavy metals.
Other heavy metals. Just lump it all together.
Yeah.
Wow. Come on, Jill.
I'm trying.
You could do it. I think you're getting thicker too. Sorry. What? No. Couldn't tell if we were doing a staring contest or just being weird. And so I was staring, and then, like, right when you went to dive for me, I blinked. So I think you won. All right, now that we made everybody on the internet gag,
Yeah. Everybody.
we've lost viewers. Thanks to the two that have been sticking it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stephanie says, I've been craving quesadilla salvadoreña, forgive the spelling, for a while. We used to get it when I was a kid, and it was always loaded with sesame seeds. I don't know what's different about Salvadorian quesadillas. Do you know?
She had talked about it some other time, and I forget what it is. It's not a quesadilla as we think of it.
So my parents are from Chile. I'm moderately bilingual, and I had never really thought about the origin of the word quesadilla, but it's essentially a cheesy thing.
Yeah. Little cheesy thing.
And now I'm sure there's some sort of a pun related to quesadilla, quesadilla.
We need to make sopapillas.
Yeah, we do. We've got the pumpkin.
Not, not Mexican
Not
style
Mexican sopapillas. We'll get to that in a second. But the quesadilla, quesadilla, which I think quesadilla is nightmare. So I kind of want
a little cheesy nightmare.
Well, a quesadilla nightmare. I don't know what that would be, but it sounds like it would be fun. So sopapillas. In Chile, sopapillas are a pumpkin-based fried. I don't know, what would you call
Fry
it?
bread.
Fried bread. Fried bread. Yeah. Usually served with like molasses, just on top.
Yeah. Or
And,
honey.
No.
Molasses.
Did you
It's
something
not
in Chile?
the really dark molasses.
No,
though.
it's something. It's like a sweetened molasses. It's not.
Yeah, it's not the really dark stuff. It's like the color of honey.
But then, depending on where you are in Chile, they're different shapes, and so there's a constant argument between my parents about, is a sopapilla round like they are in Santiago, or are they diamond shaped?
Yeah.
Or rhombus shaped or something, as they are in southern Chile. I personally think rhombus shape is more efficient for the dough, but round is better from a mouthfeel standpoint because you get less, you don't get the sharp points that fry up. By the way, Stephanie provided some additional information. The quesadilla salvadoreña is more of cheesecake-ish thing, made with queso duro, hard cheese.
Now I'm hungry.
If we had grapes, I could feed them to you while you're spinning.
Yeah, but we don't have grapes, as has been discussed.
I'm mesmerized trying to look at how your woolly winder is moving.
You can really pay attention at this speed.
Yeah. I mean, because it's going back and forth. But there's weirdly enough, there's a line right here. Okay, I'm not even going to worry about this because nobody can see it on the video. So it's just going to look crazy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know why that line is there. It's going to start moving backwards now. Okay, sorry. What else? I think we should spend some time tomorrow on conversation topics, since we have a smaller
or soliciting.
Audience. We have a smaller audience, so that makes it a little bit harder to come up with conversation topics.
Well, I need to know other people's Christmas meals because growing up, we did like ham and scalloped potatoes. And I'm pretty sure it was just because my mom did not enjoy the idea of cooking on top of everything else. Now, cookies and everything, that was where my mom shined, but not Christmas meal. And then on Christmas Day, so we had a Christmas Eve dinner, and then Christmas Day was leftovers or pizza. And I'm not particularly fond of either ham or scalloped potatoes. They're always out of the box, which are not very special.
I honestly don't remember what we did for Christmas meals. Obviously, it wasn't very memorable. I mean, by definition. Although I was very surprised because I learned that a common one is pork and sauerkraut, and it's
I thought that was more of a New Year's tradition.
according to the people I was speaking to, it's a common Pittsburgh thing. Kathleen Fry says we often went to the Chinese buffet growing up, which is awesome.
I don't know. Our plan is to put a brisket in the sous vide.
That'll be for Christmas Day.
For Christmas Day.
Yeah. Make something so that we don't really need to
do much.
Although I do need to prep all of my previous baking. We need to figure out when we're going to do cookies.
I've told the kids Christmas Eve.
I've got to make figgy pudding.
Yeah.
Well, we still got to prep the cookies the day before.
Yeah. You can do that. I have crafting.
We got to bake them early in the morning too, so that we've got enough time for them to cool and then us to decorate. Yeah, I'd be interested if anybody knows a good figgy pudding recipe. I have one that I like. There's one that was perfect and amazing, and I lost it, and I can't find it again.
I thought the one you did last year was good, except the sauce was grainy. You didn't get the sugar to melt.
Yeah.
It crystallized.
It was okay. But I remember there's one that was slightly boozy, and that one that I did last time was not.
Yeah. But I liked it when it was kind of stodgy. When they're not... You've had ones that were really cake-like.
Yeah.
And I like them when they're a little bit denser.
Okay. Using all the Great British Bake Off terminology.
Yes.
I'm gone.
Your post-migraine and brain no work?
Brain work, you know.
I'm trying.
No, it's okay. I think this is almost exact. We're gonna have to go back and watch our own video, but I'm pretty sure when I spun this, I took twice the time you did. And I don't think it's necessarily anything wrong with the fiber. I think
it's nothing wrong with the fiber.
Just a lot of it.
There's a lot of it, and it absorbs a lot of twist. It has a lot of silk in it, and a lot of merino and Falkland. So a lot of stuff that absorbs twist.
So when are we going to see Sam?
I don't know.
Because you've got fleece to get from her, right?
No, she said she couldn't get the fleece.
Oh no.
The fleeces had breaks in them this year, so she's waiting to get me one that's in better condition. But she does have gin for me.
Ooh, that's valuable.
And rocks.
Stephanie says, pretty sure the British Bake Off Masterclass Holiday Specials had a good Christmas pudding. Pretty sure that's the same as figgy pudding. All right. I will have to look that up.
Yeah, because I liked yours because it had a lot of fig in it.
I guess this continues on my tradition of, I hear about something weird and want to know what it tastes like. The first time I did it was, there was one Christmas that I was like, you know what? I want to know what this figgy pudding that the song is talking all about is like. Let me find a recipe and just make it.
And it turned out excellent.
Yes, it
That was
did.
the best figgy pudding you've done.
Yep. And I don't know if it was just because it was the first time I did it that like it's fresh and bright in our memory, or if it's because that recipe was actually better. But I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah, just still spinning.
Yeah. You get in there. Treadle faster. Do you want me to treadle for you?
Maybe. You take that side, I'll take this side. Oh, that helps a little.
Wow, okay. That's not weird at all. Am I going too fast?
No.
All right, cool. This reminds me of when Christopher used to stand on your treadles while you were spinning.
Yeah. Well, I used to teach the kids how to spin by treadling for them because they always did rocket foot. And they needed somebody to treadle slower for them.
That is not the case right now.
Yeah, I need a rocket foot.
Pew pew. Also, Stephanie says there are a lot of steamed puddings English people serve, and often they have multiple different regional names. So sometimes which ones you're looking for can get confusing.
Hmm.
I'm looking at my video of me wobbling a little bit back and forth as I'm
Yeah.
treadling you. Doesn't look weird at all. Treadling at this angle is actually not the easiest thing ever. It's cool. But now my brain is like, just what's going on? Conversation topics and treadling,
Yeah.
but you're not spinning? That's weird.
It is helping though.
Good. I don't know if this is kind or aggressive. It's like, you're not spinning fast enough. Let me take over. Uh, let's see what else. I'm almost done with another hat.
And then you'll do your shawl.
And then I'll probably cast on my shawl. Because it's way too late for me to make more holiday hats for people.
Yeah. We'll send them out as epiphany hats.
Yep. Sorry, the wheel has gotten very loud. I hope you guys can't hear it. Yeah, so my next project is going to be my shawl.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really want to get right onto the sweater. I'm super excited about what this is going to look like. Although I'm struggling on what I think the color should be for the rest of the body.
Well, I think we need to see what your yarn weight is first.
Because I don't necessarily want to do the greenish gray that you have on the outside of that.
From what? No. Well, I was
Probably this
thinking
dark blue would be nice to go with the rest.
it depends how you ply, because there's some dark blue fiber.
Yes, I know I need to see what it's gonna,
Or gray.
what the weight's gonna be. I think a darker color though. I don't like the. Well, yeah, I don't know. I like darker colors apparently. Um, so we have a bit of a chicken and egg scenario.
What's that?
Because there's the whole: do I chain ply? Do I two ply? Um, do I three ply? In order to try and get some sort of Rubber poling?
Well, okay. If you probably 2-ply that, you're looking at probably maybe a sport weight yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to knit at like 6 stitches per inch, or do you want to knit at like 5 or 4.5?
I'm thinking about it because I do very much like how a sport weight sweater
Because your Star Wars sweater is
drapes and
just,
fits. Sorry.
well, that is, it would be a little bit lighter than your Star Wars sweater.
Yeah. You missed that.
Yes, because I had a big slub, so.
Yeah. So it's not so bad to knit that up, and I really like how it lays. This is going to be a long-term project anyway, so I'm not sure. I don't really mind it being longer, as long as I'm not making a cardigan.
Yeah. Well, then you would steak.
That's a new skill I haven't even pretended to want to get into yet. It's just so
Steaking is
terrifying.
awesome.
That's what everyone says, that it's awesome and it's great.
I've only had problems with it doing it with superwash yarns.
Oh, because everything's kind of sticky already?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I like it with finer weight yarns than like worsted weight. I did a worsted weight steak, and that's a little dicey.
Yeah, because they don't stick as well together
Yeah.
either. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. As with any technique, the details matter.
Yep.
Oh, we're almost there. So exciting.
I know you're treadling faster.
I'm sorry. Should have slowed down some.
A little bit.
I'm gonna end up with one giant left leg.
I don't think you're gonna do that from like 15 minutes of heavy treadling.
No. Yep. It's this is the biggest workout I've gotten all day. Didn't I work out this morning? Yeah.
Yes, you did.
And it's leg day too. Maybe my left leg's just gonna be so sore I'm gonna walk in circles tomorrow. Looks like you got a pigtail at some point in time.
Who knows?
The tiger knows.
I'm trying to keep up with your treadling.
Better?
No, that's too slow. That's too fast.
You need like some sort of knob.
You're not a knee spinner.
I mean, it kind of is right now.
Kind of. I can't even fight you with my treadling speed.
Sorry. This is just too entertaining for us. I hope it's entertaining for you too. The back and forth of the automated, the assisted treadling. This is true love, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. We're getting into that tiny bit of fluff that's going to last like 20 minutes.
Yep. Why does the end always last so much longer?
I don't know, but it does.
Is it a psychology thing or does it actually last longer? All right. Well, I will go ahead and
Tell your dad joke?
No, I wasn't going to go ahead and tell the dad joke. I was going to make some closing statements, though, in terms of, all right, we've got 2 more days left. We'll be, oh, sorry.
Oh.
I can't talk and treadle at the same time. This is the problem. Which is weird because I've been talking and treadling the whole rest of this time.
Yeah.
Uh,
You need to do something with your hands. Talk more emphatically.
okay, I'm gonna pretend that I'm drafting, and now it's just even worse.
Now you just look weird.
Well, how's that different from normal?
We're okay. I'm done, finally.
All right, yay!
Oh,
Huzzah!
I'm sore.
Okay, so there's a bit of a story, I guess, that can go with this one. Do you remember when we were in grad school and we had a friend that went to the grocery store with a shopping list,
Mm-hmm.
and he came back and he said, I couldn't find, I got everything on the list, but I couldn't find the nylons. And we're like, the what? Yeah, I couldn't find the nylons. You have here written that you need 10 nylons. Like, what? So we see the list. There's actually one onion instead of 10 nylons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the grocery store and I bought 10 asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got home, it turns out I actually had 11. It was a spare, I guess.
Oh.
Hopefully that was worth hanging out for. And I promise we'll be more entertaining tomorrow. I've defeated my migraine.
I'm gonna caffeinate more.
It's like 10:30 at night. Do not caffeinate. Go to sleep. Anyways, we'll figure something out there, but we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Bye-bye.